Adrian Newey was attending his first Grand Prix of the season this season, donning the green of Aston Martin. It's been weird seeing him in those colours at the end of the day. I've grown so used to him just being in the Red Bull gear. You know, he's been there for like 20 years now, or at least he was anyway before this season. But yeah, he was in the paddock. He was giving his thoughts, some very interesting thoughts on the prospects of Aston Martin. Not only the car, but also the drivers that are going to be piloting it. Now, of course, there's been a lot of rumours about Max Verstappen joining that team, whether it be in 26, 27, 28, whenever it's going to be. There's been a lot of rumours about Lawrence Stroll getting the checkbook out again to try and sign him in what could well be a $1 billion deal in total because of compensation paid to Red Bull and Max Verstappen's very, very big pay packet as a result. But Adrian Newey has admitted that it's very unrealistic to attract Max Verstappen to the team right now. There's a few different factors behind that. I really do think that, but let's have a look at what Newey's been saying here, and I'll give my thoughts at the end of the video, guys. Full article on the F1Chronicle.com as always. Aston Martin is pipe dreaming if it thinks Max Verstappen would consider swapping his Red Bull for a green car in the short term. That is the view of Adrian Newey, who designed all of the quadruple World Champions title winning cars between 2021 and 2024. This year, however, Red Bull is having a tougher time, notably now in the absence of 66-year-old Formula 1 design genius Newey, who made the switch to Aston Martin for 2025 and beyond. The first Newey Aston Martin will only race in 2026, and on his first visit to the paddock so far this season in Monaco, the British designer admitted he has no idea whether it will be a winner. If we are to ever attract Max, the first thing we have to do is make a fast car, Newey admitted. He is clearly a phenomenal talent and a supreme competitor, but there's no point in pipe dreaming about having him in the short term. Max takes things to a simple level, and in this particular case, he will try to choose the team that he considers will have the fastest car. Speed aside, another factor of critical importance to the 27-year-old will be the freedom to do as he pleases, like testing at the Nordschleife or skipping official events. Sport 1 asked former F1 driver Nick Heidfeld at Monaco if the sport is increasingly seeing Verstappen as a rebel. Hard to say, the 48-year-old smiled, but you can tell he doesn't want to go with the flow. He believes in himself and questions things. The fact that he didn't join with Netflix because it was too fake for him speaks volumes. The important thing is that he stays grounded and continues to develop, but that's exactly what he's doing. Of course, as well, he was one of only 2 drivers to not attend the premiere of the F1 movie at Monaco, that private screen. I mean, I got no problem with him doing that. I'm just saying he was one of only 2 to do that. He very much speaks his mind. You know, you got to respect that at the end of the day. And yeah, he is definitely one against the grain, effectively, now you would say. Whether he's a rebel or not is another thing, you know. I don't think what he's doing is particularly dangerous or anything. He's not really a rebel force like that. He's not going to start a revolution in F1 or anything. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's going to be interesting. I think right now, I mean, I said before this season started, and I said fairly early on, I thought that, you know, Verstappen, there was a chance that he might move to Aston Martin before his contract with Red Bull expires. Of course, he's got that contract until the end of 28, I believe, so it's going to take a lot of money for him to move to Aston Martin. That's a lot of compensation coming Red Bull's way. If that contract can be broken, it's Formula 1. It probably can. You know, it's very rare that doesn't happen. It's just about the money at the end of the day, and Lawrence Stroll has the money if he wants to use it, I would say, you know, with the whole Aston Martin operation and him himself, his personal finances, being able to back that. So I think from that aspect, it's, you know, it's definitely possible. But at the end of the day, right now, Red Bull have one of the fastest cars in his hands, at least. You know, he's up there challenging for the World Championship still. So I think while ever Red Bull are able to do that, I don't think he's going to want to move. And of course, we're going into 2026 now, where there is still 2 drivers contracted to Aston Martin. Stroll and Alonso still have a contract with the team for next year. So I think it's really unlikely he's going to go there next year. I can't see it happening. 27 is a different conversation. If Red Bull don't produce a good car, if Aston Martin do produce a good car, I think there's definitely a chance he could go there, because both the Aston Martin drivers are out of contract at that point, and Lawrence Stroll would happily not renew Alonso's contract and sign Verstappen. Who wouldn't want to do that if they could? But yeah, your thoughts are appreciated in the comments below, guys. Just let me know what you think about this one. Is it over for Aston Martin to sign Verstappen for 26, but is it still open for 27? Is it a possibility? Your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, comment, subscribe as always, guys. If you want to see more like this, have a fantastic day wherever you're in the world today, and we'll see you very soon.